Hey everyone, this is Mike from EdgeNote50 TV talking about boxing. This is the first of many preview shows that I'm going to be doing every single week, where I'll be giving you details on where you can watch the fight. I will show you what's on the undercard, and also I'll give you my predictions on who's going to win the main event. I'm also going to do a post-fight show where I'll be giving you my opinions on the main event, the undercard, and where the winner and loser goes from here. So if you're watching this channel for the first time, then hit the subscribe button and hit the notification button as well, so you can watch my shows every single week. So today we're going to be talking about Usyk versus Bellew. It's going to be showing on this Saturday, the 10th of November. The fight is going to be at Manchester Arena. The TV networks will be shown on DAZN in the US and on Sky Sports Box Office in the UK. This fight came about after Usyk, straight after his win against Gassiev at the World Boxing Super Series, called out Tony Bellew. Now Tony Bellew, after beating David Haye for the second time, was actually planning to retire and was on holiday with his wife at the time when he heard about the news on his phone. So I guess a chance to unify all the belts in the cruiserweight division was too much for him to resist. He said he will definitely retire after this fight, but he said similar things after the David Haye fight. In boxing, there's always going to be a carrot dangling for you to fight just one more time. No better example looking at Floyd Mayweather coming out of retirement for the 10th time fighting some Japanese guy this December. So my fear is that if Bellew in this fight knocks out Usyk after a few rounds, he'll feel like, oh, he hasn't really been into a war and he feels good. And then all of a sudden Andre Ward calls him out and says, you know what, let's fight. I feel like the temptation will be too good to refuse. So I just feel like, have this fight, and then if you win or lose, just retire, and people will think you're a ledge, and just do that instead. Anyways, before I get to the main event, let's look at the undercard. Now, at first look, there's not many 50-50 fights on the undercard I can see. However, there are some names that you will be familiar with. Former world champions Ricky Burns and Anthony Crolla. You have the young prospect Josh Kelly, and you have the heavyweight Dave Allen. Now, first off, let's look at Dave Allen. Now, Dave Allen's always been a fun character. He's not world level, but I like his story and I like seeing his progress. He's had some setbacks, yes. He's had some ups and downs, yes. But recently he's had some solid wins under his belt and he's keeping himself in the gym, I can see. And, I'm looking forward. He's been calling out Lucas Brown, so I'm looking forward to seeing that, if that happens down the line. However, he needs to keep winning. As long as he keeps winning, keeping himself in the gym, keeping himself fit, I feel like, that's a fight that could happen. And I feel like he could have a good chance because he has got good skills, but he hasn't been putting it together. But now I feel like he's got the right attitude. And I feel like if he puts his combinations together, he puts what he's been putting into the gym together on the big stage, I feel like he has a good chance. You also have Josh Kelly. He's a great talent, 7 fights so far. So if you're interested in watching someone for the future, then I recommend you keep an eye on him. Also, you have Ricky Burns fighting in a 10-rounder at lightweight. And you have Anthony Crolla fighting in a WBA eliminator for the right to fight the WBA world title, which is currently held by Lomachenko. If Crolla wins, this will be a great chance to fight a future Hall of Famer. So it's prediction time. Who I think is going to win the main event? Well, this will go a few ways. Tony Bellew in his last few fights won by stoppage. People might say, well, that was against a standard level BJ Flores or an over the hill David Haye. But look, he beat what was in front of him and he looked good doing it. And if Bellew connects with his power shots against Usyk, it could end early. Bellew made it very clear in many interviews that he's looking to knock him out. He's not looking to rely on points decision, because he feels that if he goes to points decision, he won't have a chance because Usyk is a better all-round boxer. So it can come down to two things. Will David Bellew knock Usyk out before the 12 rounds? Or will Usyk win by decision? Now, my prediction is, my heart says I want Tony Bellew to win. It'll be a great story, ending as the unified cruiserweight champion of the world. But if I'm using my brain here, then I'm predicting that Usyk will come out on top. So let's talk about it. Usyk has very good movement, can control fights with his jab, and has very good shot selection. Bellew, to win, will need to be able to be in range to be able to throw his power shots. However, I don't think he'll be able to do that due to Usyk's movement. Usyk is just too fast and overall a better boxer than Bellew. As the rounds go on, Bellew will get more and more tired. Usyk's tempo will remain the same, and will start to dominate more, and you'll be able to see that by him showing more eye-catching shots. Now, the only way that Bellew has a chance in this fight is if he starts early. Try to get Usyk into a tear-up. That way, there might be some openings for Bellew to put some power shots in. If he does that, he has a chance. But if he doesn't, and is very, cautious at the beginning, then Usyk is going to win the points, build up them points, rack up those points, and then before you know it, it's too late. And then by the time he's going to try in the late rounds to go for a knockout, Usyk is going to control, dominate, and it's just going to be too late for him. Like I said, I believe that Usyk will win. However, I really hope that Bellew does win. It'll be a fantastic story if he does, but I do think that Bellew overall will lose the fight. Look, there's no shame in it. Whatever happens with Bellew on Saturday, he should have his head held high. When he first started against Cleverly all those years ago, people would never have thought that he would have been a world champion, but he has, and he's achieved his dreams. So I'm happy for him. I wish him all the best in the future, whatever he does after this fight. And he's a perfect example of someone that if you put the work in, then you'll reap the rewards at the end. So guys, what do you think of this fight? Who do you think is going to win? Do you think Bellew will retire after this? Also, what do you guys think of the undercard? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be doing fight reviews every week, so subscribe to my channel and hit that notification button so you know when the new shows come out, as I'll be talking about boxing on the regular. Any boxing topic you want me to talk about, let me know and we'll talk about it.